The CFL Gambling Podcast Week 12 preview, picks, and DFS episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you use our promo code there. Sign up. That is, the promo code is TCE SGPN. You do want to sign up with that because you will get all of that action, and they do have CFL action as well. So TCE SGPN is the promo code over at underdogfantasy.com. So do that and let it ride.
This is Jerry Glanville, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother.
CFL. Oh, how we doing, folks? YouTube.com/@CFL Gambling Podcast. Hopefully we're live. We had tried to go live twice earlier. We had some connection issues, and I think they have a thing on Craigslist for the old misconnection. I'm gonna have to get on over there. Oh, this guy's already pouring whiskey. YouTube, you got to get over to the YouTube. If you're listening to this audio, that's great too. Give us a follow on Twitter at CFL Gambling Pod. But the YouTube is where the action is. It's where we find out about these gigantic CFL parties with players, coaches, and no women. Pretty unbelievable stuff going on out there in the universe there. But man, I'm excited for this Week 12 schedule. I'm flying to Vegas tomorrow morning. I will be out there by the time the game kicks. I will be sitting there at the Circa in downtown Las Vegas with a lot of action on the CFL. You better believe it, folks. If you're in Vegas, hit us up. Come by. Say what's up. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Woo! I mean, I love this week. I'm very excited for this week. The playoff race is heating up. I thought it was like we're getting clear separation earlier in the year, like we hadn't seen in a few years. But now, I got ahead of myself, apparently. I am joined by my co-host. He is also absolutely on fire. I mean, 4 for 4 on first touchdown props, and I didn't tail any of them. Son of a bitch. Give it up for the host of the Old Fashioned Football Podcast and the UFL Gambling Podcast, Justin Mark, a.k.a. No Turning Back, J Mark. How are you, man?
Doing good. No turning back on those first touchdowns. That was a bit of a little historic run, getting all 4 out of the 4 games. I gave out 15 players total, right? 3 in the first game and then 4 each in the next. We started off hitting Jareth Stearns 15-1. Then we hit Justin Rankin 10-1. Then Myers 11-1, and then finish it with Justin McInnes at 11-1. It was crazy. It was crazy. I got a lot of DMs. Thanks. A lot of thank yous and all this stuff. So appreciate y'all following me. And just a reminder, that's all free shit. It's all free.
And I was going to come in touting my top 10 finish in DFS where I won some coin, but small potatoes compared to first touchdown props. I feel like a little bitch over here. Oh yeah. Well, I made a nice $45. Right.
Hey, making money's making money, man.
Man, let's get into it because obviously we have a lot on our plate here with everything going on, and my mind's already in Vegas. So get fireball shots, whatever the fuck we got going on. All right. Why does everyone? You know what I've noticed? Old people love fireball shots.
Why? Fireball's terrible. I mean, it is the drink of Nebraska Cornhuskers. Every Cornhusker bar you go to, when they score, they do a shot of Fireball. So naturally, I think it's terrible.
I prefer Fireball over Jaeger.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that, but I think Fireball's terrible. We got one out of Iowa Distilling, which is in Cumming, Iowa. Great name for a city. They have all sorts of merch. I love Cumming.
It's like Schwarzenegger. It's like I'm coming when I go to the gym. It's like I'm coming when I'm at home. All my life is coming. Exactly. If you've seen Pumping Iron.
Yeah, if you live in Cumming, Iowa, you know all about it. They make a similar product called Prairie Fire, which I think is much, much better than Fireball. So if you can find some of that, pick it up. It's better.
Well, from my experiences, whether it's Stacking the Money Green's dad, which if you're going to have a couple drinks with him, he's like pushing Fireball. I'm like, all right, I'll drink some Fireball. I never really seek it out, but like my wife's dad loves it. Like, I just feel like it's the older generation found out about it. Cause that was the era. That was the generation that had schnapps, by the way.
Yeah.
Like schnapps got invented in that era and the world went crazy with it. Like sour. I remember when I first started bartending in like the early 2000s, like sour apple schnapps or green apple schnapps, maybe not sour apple, was like a thing. Like people would come. So that generation got older, and I think this Fireball got invented, and they're like, oh, it's fantastic. Now, look, I'm never going to turn down a shot of Fireball. But will you see me buying that on my own dime? Probably not, unless I am unless like I run into a fan and I go, you dealer's choice, I'll pay for it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'll just do a shot of whiskey, right?
Yeah,
just a shot of whiskey. Yeah.
Real
whiskey. I know they say Fireball is whiskey. What's up with that, by the way, right?
Yeah, it is not whiskey.
They're stealing the name of whiskey
and giving it a bad name, in my opinion. But
this is like the Tennessee Titans wearing the Houston Oilers jerseys. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what are you doing? Last year they wheeled out that shit. It's like that's not you guys. Houston, that's Houston. Houston should own that forever. I see what you're doing and I don't like it, right? Happy Gilmore style, right? Anyway, let's recap this action from this past weekend because
it feels like it was so long ago, doesn't it?
It does, man. It opened things up with the Blue Bombers taking down the Red Blacks in an absolutely. I know you were at like a family gathering, but if you go listen to our college football episodes, you can hear me go kind of crazy. I actually think this is one of the worst beats in the past 10 years of my gambling life. So the Bombers had a 14-point lead with what? 4 minutes left, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Been up double digits majority of this game. It's like 20-3 at one point. I'm laying 3.5, of course. What number did you get on this, by the way? Did you get flat 3?
No, I had 3.5 as well.
This was ridiculous. These coaches are morons, first off. But so Ottawa scores. Maybe 2 minutes left. Right. So they cut it to 7. I forget if they go for the onside or not. Because I was hosting a show as this was going on. But Winnipeg has the ball midfield. Right? And they actually had a wide open guy for it, but so they missed out on that. But then they go for a field goal. Instead of punting, they go for like a fucking 57-yard field goal.
Which makes no sense when you're up
7.
You're
going to give them the ball at that point.
Yeah. Pin them deep.
What are you doing? And your defense had been played well all game. Like, so you kick this field goal. Classic Auburn, Alabama. Chris Davis kicks 6. Our boy, by the way, returns it. Our boy that we played a bunch last season. Who was it? Pimpleton.
Leo Pimpleton.
Pimpleton, yeah. Takes it back 117 yards, and it was so predictable. I shit you not, man. If you go listen to the college football episode, I go, why are they kicking this field goal? I go, watch. I go, this dude's. I see him. I didn't call for it pre-snap, but as the ball is clearly missed on the field goal, I go, he's going to take this back to the house because that's one of the dumbest plays you can do. Like Saban was a moron to try this too, in my opinion, because you don't have any athletes on the field. So like
Right.
you have so you have a huge advantage for the other side of the ball if they can catch this thing. You saw Cromartie do this in the NFL. Remember Cromartie took it back like 110 yards. I think it was against the Vikings when he was on the Chargers. It's just a dumb thing to do. So he takes it all the way back to the house, of course. Ties the game up. Then I'm thinking, okay, this is absolutely a terrible beat, but let's just get this thing to overtime. Right? And of course, no. Of course, Ottawa is such a little bitch team that they give up like instantly they get it in field goal range.
Yeah, it was very quick.
Oh my God. And then it's like 47-yard field goal. And I'm like, please miss this. I just can't believe I lost this game. This made me want to quit gambling for a while because I'm just like if you watch the whole game, 99% of the game we were covering this number. 99.9 probably. I mean, this is an all-time just horrific beat. Your thoughts on this game and the outcome?
Yeah, I mean, I should have been 3-1 instead 2-2 because of this disgusting game. It made me question a couple of things. I mean, first of all, the coaching decisions. I mean, we talk about Winnipeg being one of the best coach teams, but like you just laid out, why are you kicking a long field goal there when you're up 7? Pin them deep. Let your defense control the game. Like that's what Winnipeg is doing well right now. Their defense is playing well.
They had only scored 20 points before that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're thinking 20 points, but that's not a lot in this league. If anything, I think scoring's up in this league this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. And then the other thing, I think I might have messaged you about it. I can't remember for sure. Maybe it was Cannabis Capper that I was talking to, but some of the throws that Claros is making me start to question his arm again. I mean, I feel like his arm strength is going. He's older. We saw it last year where he was underthrowing guys.
I don't get bring the head comb.
He's underthrowing guys again. Like this is a great quarterback, but I do think that he's got a little bit too many miles on that arm. I think this should be his last year, in my opinion. He's been great for that team. He's been a really, really successful CFL quarterback, but I think this should be it for him.
I just can't believe we lost this game. Like, I really can't believe we lost this game. I mean, fuck you, everyone involved, right? Like, including you, right? Why? Because you made the same bet as me, and your bad energy jumped on my energy. Unbelievable. Then on Friday, of course, I took the Argos. Pissed away some more money. I mean, they had the lead in the fourth, I think, right? It was a late third. They lose to the Eskimos 28-20. I mean, this you saw Dinwiddie slam down his headset. Arbuckle, dude, what the fuck? We should have Arbuckle. What did he throw for? Like almost 400.
Yeah. I think we both played Fajardo, didn't we?
We did
because of his price. Now Arbuckle was like 1,100 more in DFS, but obviously the better choice there. 382 yards, only one touchdown, but still, you throw for 382 yards. That'll help.
Eskimos win. Argos collapse, and I think it was a pivotal play on their special teams. Also, their special teams has been fucking awful all year. Toronto's special teams clearly the worst special teams in the league this year.
They're clearly the worst team across the board this year. I know they're putting up big offensive numbers. Big whoop if you're not winning games. This one disgusted me not only because
we took Toronto.
We took Toronto. I mean, that was the main reason. Like I have given you so much shit for taking Toronto over and over, and then this weekend I did it, and that's what I get.
Shout out to Brad he hit 2 4-game huge tits parlays. Nice. That's why we're here, brother. Appreciate you, Brad, tuning in, man. And hey, we're there for the people to cash their own huge tits parlays, and then you can either go to the strip club, go wherever, and or you could buy the huge tits for your partner. All right, I mean, the point is we like cashing huge tits parlays, or you could just buy. Do they still make Playboy magazine?
I don't even know.
Do they still make magazines, dude? I shit you not. I had to look for a newspaper, so I was looking to, we were gonna bomb our house with stuff, right? Make sure like I have a 1-year-old, no, creatures or anything. So I bought some shit, and they recommended putting newspaper down. And I was like, all right, let me go buy some newspaper. I went to the grocery store, no newspapers, right? Then I was like, well, where the hell can I get a newspaper, right? I was like, let me stop at a coffee shop. They got to have newspaper, right? No. Finally, I went into a Walgreens, and I asked the woman. She looked at me like I was a retard. First off, she's like, newspaper. Then her coworker, who was older, goes, I think we have some, right? And she looks, and then she goes, oh no, we have one. Newspaper. So I bought newspaper. I didn't know. So I guess I hadn't bought a newspaper in like 20 years, but it's like, it's hard to find a newspaper these days. Maybe Playboy magazine, perhaps not in business anymore.
I mean, when you got the internet, I mean, the print, I guess the print edition of everything is dead, right?
But you know what? Back in the day, one of the things I loved was Playboy magazine would cover college football pretty heavy. You can look this up.
You read it.
They would have
articles.
like their top 25. Yeah, it's like, okay, you can mix some huge tits with football, and I think it's pretty much. I don't see how that business model ever failed.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is they went away from the football, right? So then they're just like, well, I can get tits online anytime. If you had done your CFL preview mixed in with tits, I think it still wins personally.
Yeah.
Let's get to Saturday's action because, oh boy, I made a mistake of taking the Hamilton Ticats, and they were up early, and I was saying, J-Mark, you dumb son of a bitch, I know what I'm doing. And then these Roughriders rode and basically shut them out the entire second half.
They were up early 6-1.
Now I will say this: I had some. I got very fortunate here because I forgot to bet this game. Well, I wanted to bet this game, but I was occupied with family stuff, and by the time I went to go bet it, it had already kicked, and then I was like. So I actually didn't bet this game, which is good because I would have lost my ass on this. But I did pick this, and I intended to bet on Hamilton. It was just life kind of got it in the way. The Roughriders, the greatest team in the history of CFL.
I'm not going that far, but I mean, I was happy that I did bet this game because I was on the Roughriders. I thought that, they had a ton of questions last year when they were one of the top teams of, are they legit? And then they just start losing a bunch. Now you have Hamilton and Saskatchewan, both two of the top best records. And everybody's saying, can Saskatchewan keep it rolling? And I just thought because of Hamilton's inability to play defense and Saskatchewan's strong defense, I thought that they'd be able to roll. I wouldn't say I was nervous, but when it was 6-1, I'm like, gosh, Saskatchewan's offense, they're not going to do anything. What's going on here? But then they did turn it on. 18 points in the second quarter. That's what really
It's easy to see a tide turn.
Exactly. And Trevor Harris, for as much as I don't feel like he's a great quarterback, he is managing this team very well. I mean, he's not making a lot of mistakes. He was 21 for 27, 307 yards. That's an 11.4 average. That's better than most of the quarterbacks in the league. He had one interception, but it doesn't matter when you throw 3 touchdowns. He's impressing me. I'll just say that. I try not to say too many good things about Trevor Harris, but he is impressing me.
Yeah, it was a shock. I thought it's a mistake.
Look, nice play. I'm glad I didn't bet this. I wanted to bet it. Sometimes life I shouldn't bitch about that bad beat, I guess, because I just didn't bet it. I meant to bet it. I did bet this and I won. The BC Lions 36, the Alouettes 18, and during the middle of this game, well, first off, this fucking game. As someone that likes football, this was not a fun game. The calls in this fucking league. What do we got to do to get football on the right track? Like, I don't. The many calls in this game. I don't know what we're doing with the fucking sport, man. Like, I mean, one of them was just a token tackle. Yeah. Did he come in hot? But yes, it was not to the head. It was spearing. Not. It was straight to the chest. They were like spearing. And I'm like, what's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do? The guy's not. We've made the sport so bad from a global point of view, man. Whether it's American football, it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
that extended the drive. Luckily BC still won the game, but I would get it. I don't know how these coaches keep their composure. I would be ejected every fucking game, like
especially with these rules.
Then the roughing the passer play. Oh my god! It's
when he bumped.
He had the ball.
He bumped his face mask a little bit, and that's a no. It's like he's coming full speed. What is he supposed to do? If he goes low, that's a call too.
When are we going to use common sense with football again? I understand the world went crazy for a few years there, but we need to figure this out. Like, yeah. It ruins the viewing experience. Now, I made money on this game, but this was, to me, a horrible display of the sport of football.
Yeah. A lot of these calls, the bumping into the face mask accidentally, the spearing, those are not unnecessary roughness. I mean, you think back to, like, I'm sure you remember the play when Jim McMahon was basically suplexed onto the ground. That's unnecessary roughness. These hits that happen in a contact sport, they're not unnecessary roughness. They're physics playing out on the field.
Yeah, and I mean the play where the dude's running out of bounds or running towards that sidelines because he never goes out of bounds. It was actually you were penalizing a great defensive play.
Yeah, 100%.
He didn't do anything wrong, and he was busting his ass. Where you're basically incentivizing people to not. Okay, we'll let that play go. Instead, he's coming back coming back into the play because he's hustling. It's just, I really think we've fucked up the whole sport. Like, doesn't matter, college, high school, pro, the NFL, CFL, UFL, goddamn ELF, obviously arena, but
whoa,
yeah.
You can at least get behind the newest arena football team name, right? The Kentucky Barrels. They have a fucking
I do like that
barrel with 100 proof football on it as their logo. I mean, that's good marketing.
I do like that. That is a good name. All right. Barnstormer is a great name too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But just, get rid of the roller derby nonsense. But all right. I want to talk about this before. So what'd you go ATS? I want what 1-3 with one of the worst bad beats ever.
You're 1-3. I was 2-2. Right down the middle. Real quick, just speaking about Montreal, they're like haunted by the ghost of Cody Fajardo, right? They let him walk, and now Davis Alexander hurt, McLeod Bethel Thompson hurt, Caleb Evans out for the season. They're down to James Morgan, who I like, by the way, but I don't know if he's ready to be the leader of this team. They got Cam Dukes, and they brought in Shea Patterson. That's their quarterback room right now.
The Caleb Evans play where he got injured on was fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. I wish it was speedy recovery, but I mean, he's trying to pull a Fran Tarkenton, and I was like, "What are you doing, dude? Stop!" In a way, there's a little bit of karma there. A little bit of karma. Like, yeah, you're gonna play this stupid. Have a torn ACL. I wanted to ask you about this, man. The standings are currently kind of all over the place. As much as you shit on your Argos, they are very much alive. When you consider the Alouettes have major quarterback problems, Ottawa and Toronto, I honestly almost like expect one of them. So right now in the East, the standings are the Ticats are 6-4, Montreal 5-5, Ottawa 3-7, Argos 2-8. I think everyone's alive. I mean, I feel like Hamilton. I'd be very shocked if they missed the playoffs. But if you're sitting there, Dinwiddie, I know your team's been fucking horrible, but I'm almost like, dude, you go to practice, you're like, guys, if we can turn this around, we can get back in this shit right now. Like we really can. Where are you at with the East?
I think it's going to be Hamilton and Ottawa. I think Ottawa can play enough offense, and their defense has improved some throughout the season, that they're going to be the team that jumps Montreal with Montreal's issues. Now, Montreal still has a very good defense. Maybe James Morgan can get them by. We also saw Shea Patterson win games in the CFL, despite the fact that I know neither one of us are Shea Patterson fans. He still won games and did okay. So maybe once he gets up to speed, he can help out.
How's he getting that call before a lot of other guys?
Good fucking question.
Politics, man. That's what I'm saying. Your agent must be tied in or something. Like, there's a lot of quarterbacks that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, I'm surprised Lindsey Scott's not in this league. Now I know Texas Tech hired him, but Texas Tech has real fuck you money, so maybe it's just such a good offer that he's like, you know what, I'm on the coaching staff. My playing days, whatever. But there's some QBs that I would perhaps pick up the phone and make the call before
You're talking the wrong Scott. I know I'm biased, but last year against Montreal, he went 5 for 5 for 79 yards and a touchdown, and only 2 of those were against prevent defense. There was 2 against cover 0 and the other against cover 2. So you can't tell me he can't have success in this league. Why hasn't he gotten a call? I'm confused by that as well. Again, I think it's got to be politics. I don't know the story there, but
sometimes I wonder if like an agent's just plugged into a franchise a little bit more than another agent, maybe.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. I want to ask you about the West. I know I got to read some ads here, but first let's talk about the West. Saskatchewan's 8-1. The Stamps are 6-3. The Bombers are 5-4. The BC Lions are 5-5, and the Eskimos are 3-6. No one officially dead yet. All 9 teams alive, very much alive, in my opinion, right now. But I feel like the West, I still buy into like Saskatchewan and Calgary being a step ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, agreed.
But the question is could that third team be BC, Winnipeg, the Eskimos? What do you think?
I still have faith in Winnipeg, though I'm slowly losing it. BC, I just think that, we've talked about, to use your words, they are a finesse team. So I think when it comes down towards that end of the season and they're fighting to try to get into the playoffs, I don't think they have it in them to do it. Yeah, I think their offense can be good. Yeah, I think Nathan Rourke can obviously move the ball. We've seen that. But we've also seen them make plays on both offense and defense that it's like, how can you guys take yourself serious?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you got to consider Winnipeg. I think that's the team there.
Yeah, despite the Stamps beating them 3 times. How are you only a game up? You know what I mean? Like what's going on here? All right, folks, want to let you know before we dive into week 12, which I think might be the best week yet. Want to let the good folks know that the CFL Gambling Podcast, the home of the Huge Tits Parlay, is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on all the summer action. Obviously, we're betting the hell out of the CFL, betting the hell out of MLB, WNBA, golf, tennis, racing. Nothing like horse racing. Nothing like car racing. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. So what are you doing? You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head on over to mybookie.ag, and when you do use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500. Terms and conditions apply. Of course, that's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, the NFL is back on Rhythm. Last season, Rhythm was 76-66 ATS and 22-19 on over-unders. Look, they really shined on the Josh Allen props. 15-8 on Josh Allen passing props. 23% ROI. Rhythm also has college football, MLB, WNBA, golf. So get on over to the site today and start building your NFL and college football models for week 1 there. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right. We are back talking week 12 action. Let's get the slideshows going. All right. Tomorrow night in Vegas, I'll be sitting there, the big smile on my face with a large wager on this game. Winnipeg, the Blue Bombers heading into Montreal, Quebec, taking on the Alouettes. Look, the last time, obviously we know the quarterback situation, which I'm assuming Morgan's getting the start. Do we have confirmation on that?
We do have confirmation on that. He gets the start. Dukes is the backup. Patterson, the reserved third quarterback.
All right. They're at Molson Memorial Stadium. The last time they played was October of last season, and Winnipeg won in a barn burner, 28-27. I think this is too many points. I think James Morgan, I'm mad at these Bombers. Fuck you, Bombers. I'm on these Alouettes. Give me the points. I think James Morgan is solid, and now he can prep for a week. He was thrown in there last week. I'm buying it. And Winnipeg, they just don't look. At 6.5 is a big number too. As far as the total, 48.5. I'll go over. What are you doing here?
You're falling right into the trap, right where the books want you, buddy. James Morgan looked all right, right? I mean, he looked good. But now that defense, they know how to prep for him because now they got the game tape of how he's going to run that offense. We see a lot of times these backup quarterbacks come in, they give this boost to the team because the defense is like, shit, we didn't prepare for this guy. He's got a different rhythm and everything. Now that's off the table because Winnipeg is prepared. And plus, I think they're a little pissed off. They know they fucked up. They know they should have done better. Channing pointing out on Old Fashioned Football, this was around 5.5. It's up to 6.5 now, but I gave it out then during the My Bookie read. I'm all over the Bombers still at 6.5. I think that they win this game easily. You're going to see like I don't know, give me a weird score, like 26-9. So I'm on the under as well. But Winnipeg's going to crush them. Get out of here.
Winnipeg can fuck off with their coaching tactics. All right, the clear coaching advantage with the Alouettes right now. And I actually think like the Alouettes defense is still good. So I think you just blasted Caleros for his his arm, and then you're going up against one of the better defenses in the league. No, you are wrong. Give me the 6.5.
A defense that just let 36 points to a finesse team.
That was all the way in the big time Western time zone, Pacific time zone. All right.
Plus, they were the last game to play. Winnipeg's got more rest. They got that full week of rest now.
Oh, God. The way they play football these days, these pussies. All right, look, let me tell you, you're not even fucking – you shouldn't even be tired. The way that BC game was going, are you kidding me? It's like playing on it's like that was a pillow fight. We saw a pillow fight. You know what I mean? And not one of those Jerry Sandusky pillow fights. I'm talking about just a pillow fight. All right. Friday, the Eskimos are heading into Ottawa, Ontario, take on these Red Blacks. I hate to admit this. I think you're onto something here. I'm sorry. I should say the line for the people on audio. And the Eskimos are laying 3, the over under at 53.5. I don't get it. I think Red Blacks are going to win. They've been much, even when under Bob Dice at home, they've been much better. So I will take the Red Blacks to win on the money line. I'm not even, you can keep your points. Another thing is I'm going to play the over 53.5 in this one as well. What are you doing here?
By the way, shout out to Channing saying, since I got it at 5, he got it at 5.5. You're taking 6.5. That Winnipeg game lands at 6 and we all win. I mean, why not?
There we go.
This game I kind of went back and forth on, but I still, despite the fact that they do look better under Cody Fajardo, despite the fact that they've won a couple games now, I don't think they deserve to get 3 points on the road. I know Ottawa is not historically good at home. Now, last year they did very well at home. They won, I believe, 7 of their 8 or 9 games at home. But historically not great at home. This year they have not been superb at home. But still, Edmonton, their defense isn't that great. It's getting a little bit better. I mean, they have the highest paid defensive line in the league. They should be the best defense in the league if you look at it that way, but they aren't. They still give up too many yards, too many points. I agree with you. I think Ottawa is you got to take them on the money line here. They're going to win this game.
Yeah, you keep your filthy points. We're good. And there's you're going to get 3.5 out there too. What the fuck am I missing? So it's going up.
Yeah,
I thought it would go the other way.
Is Drew Brown injured and we don't know it? Because that's the only reason I would think that Edmonton's getting steam here. That I know they've won some games, but they don't deserve to get this many points on the road.
Ottawa's been good at home over the past couple years. I feel like that's when you want to take them. Knowing Drew Brown, he could have got injured fucking mixing an Arnold Palmer. You know what I mean? Like
that ridiculous comedy movie where the coach spits the seed shell out and the quarterback steps on it and it breaks his leg or whatever. Maybe that happened. I don't know.
Exactly. We need to something's not right. Saturday, we got a doubleheader Saturday. The BC Lions take it on the Toronto Argonauts there. Here we go again. I'm terrified of this game. But the Argos, by the way, we should talk about something before I dive into this game.
Please tell me you're taking the Argos. Go ahead.
I was going down a rabbit hole. I just like to look at the team stats and stuff. The leading rusher for the Toronto Argonauts for the season is Nick Arbuckle with 135 yards.
That's sad. By the way, real quick, Drew Brown missed practice today, Brad says, and not expected to play.
Oh, God. Here we go. Why? What did he miss practice with? Intense sweat? This is terrible. That does change my pick. I don't know if I want to lay 3.5 though. Hold on, let's go back to that slide.
Oh, I see now. Drew Brown officially ruled out.
Oh my God.
With a knee injury.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me go to my huge Tits parlay that I was building. Correct that. So they're going with Dustin Crum.
Yeah.
He didn't injure his knee last week.
Fuck it. I'm still taking Ottawa.
Not me.
That's fine. I'm on the over and I'm on Ottawa. They're going to outlast them.
Gosh, that was my value play though. I don't feel good about this because you're laying 3.5 now. So the line that okay. Now that I understand why that went that way.
Yeah.
Should I just stick with Ottawa plus 165?
That's your call.
I just think Chrome it's a big difference. All right, let's ride. I just want some value on my huge tits. I'm not trying to buy small tits. I'm trying to get big tits. All right. All right. Let's just stay with it. Don't feel good about it at all. Okay, back to BC Toronto. BC's laying 3.5. The over unders at 55.5. I love the over in this game.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what I'm going to do on my huge Tits parlay. Let's add that to it. The over is the best play you can do, and I will also take the Argos plus 3.5. What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Didn't our boy Albert Einstein say that? God damn. Man. I will take the Argos to cover the 3.5. I am not taking the money line because this team finds ways to lose games. But I saw the way he threw down that clipboard or headset, whatever it was. The over is the best play. Bet the over. What are you doing here, J Mark?
I'm not wasting my money on the Argonauts again. I learned my lesson. I did it once, I think, all season. Learned my lesson. And that was last week. I'm not doing it again. I don't care how many points it is.
The CPU is in neural processor, a learning computer.
I'm taking BC to win this. The Argonauts fucking suck. They're a train wreck. I don't think Chad Kelly is. What was all this smoke about all the articles? Well, he's going to be back by week 2 or 3. Well, week 4 for sure. Well, after their first bye week, he's not coming back this year.
Going to be back in the bar. That's what they're saying. He's going to be back in the bar.
They didn't specify. They just said Chad Kelly back. Yeah, there's no way he's not coming back. And this Argonauts team is going to continue to be the worst in the league. I will say they are the worst team in the league. They're a wreck. Dinwiddie should be fired. I mean,
he just won the Grey Cup. What are you talking about?
But he continues to make these decisions that
it's like he wants fired though.
He wants to be flashy or trendy of like, let's get rid of these guys that put up great numbers so that we can just use the young guys and save money. And we're finally saying that doesn't work. You can't just do that. I will say my favorite play in this game is the over. That is a lock. There's going to be a lot of points in this one because neither of these teams can really play defense. And because Dinwiddie was fine letting everybody walk. I don't care who's on defense. Fuck them.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me BC. They're gonna win this game by probably 12 points.
No.
Better write down. I said that 12-point win.
There you go. I'm just looking at these. Dustin Come has 200 yards rushing, 199 actually. He's like way better than anybody rushing the ball on Toronto.
Yeah, they can't run the ball at all. When we started seeing it really change when McMahon decided he wanted to go by Mac Mahan.
Yeah,
this is all on
that's
him.
An asshole right there. Like you guys, come on, focus on your game, right? Don't be telling the crowd what the hell you. I mean, first off, what we've been calling you McMahon for 5 years.
Yeah.
You can't change horses midstream. All right.
One of the best Chicago Bears quarterback, Jim McMahon. What?
Oh man. I'm terrified. The over is the best play. That'll be part of my huge Tits parlay. Best game of the entire week. I can't wait to watch this game. Saskatchewan, the Roughriders riding in to Alberta, Calgary, Alberta. Take on these Stamps. My Stamps, who did beat them 24-10 back on July 12th. Can they make it 2 in a row? Yeah, I'm all over this. I'm all over this right here. They've been circling this one. And the Roughriders, when they hit the road, that's when to catch them. So Stamps been licking their chops. They're going to get right back into the mix for the 1 seed with a win here. I was a little confused on this under though. Or I'm sorry, on this over under. I think I'm going to take the under, but I don't feel amazing about the total in this game. Because I think the Stamps are going to score 30, 35, 36, something like that. So then you're asking yourself, what are the Roughriders going to be able to do? And I think they might have a little bit of success running the ball early while it's still a game. I'll go under, but I don't feel amazing about it. But give me the Stamps. What are you doing here?
We're in week 12, right?
Yes.
Week 12. In week 12, we're cashing our over win total for Calgary. They just need one more win to cash their win total, and this is when they do it. I'm all over Calgary here. When you look at these teams, Saskatchewan has had a really good record, but I feel like when you compare it on paper and even on the field, Calgary's the better team. And so I don't understand them being underdogs at home. That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't seem right. Therefore, I got to ride with them. I mean, is it fishy? Yeah, but I'm going to do it anyways. So give me Calgary to win the game. I actually like the over, though. I agree with you. Calgary's going to put up points. But as I said earlier, despite not wanting to say nice things about Trevor Harris, he has been pretty solid. And I think he can keep them in this game. Or at least make it competitive. And so I think both teams put up some decent points, and you see that over hit, something like a 30-24 type game.
All right, there we go. And those are plays. I mean, look, am I crazy? I think. Well, I thought Edmonton, Ottawa would actually be an interesting game with Drew Brown. I think this week's pretty fun. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy because I do think now I expect Winnipeg to win easily, but I think the other games are. I mean, it's really up in the air with how they could go. Just depends which team shows up because there's just been so much inconsistency among most of these teams. And then two of the teams that have been the most consistent, Saskatchewan and Calgary, they play each other. So yeah, I think it makes it for a fun week for sure.
Yeah. All right. Look, slides. It was a crazy week. Didn't get the slides done for all of the action. The huge tits parlay is still out there. But before we get to that, I do want to let you know that the CFL Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor, the world's greatest sports book. Circa Las Vegas is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo, with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You cannot call yourself a true DJ if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. So what are you doing? Come hang out with SGPN at the Circa contest weekend, August 21st to August 23rd, for an amazing weekend, including live shows, open bars. I mean, what else do you want? Plus myself, Moneyline Mac, the college football experience, doing live shows from Vegas at Circa. And we're going to get you 15% off your hotel stay there. So what are you doing? Use the promo code SGP15. You're welcome. The contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use that promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. So hop on over to Underdog Fantasy. They got CFL action, and they also have a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up. The promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. I mean, I sit there and laugh that Drew Brown's injured again. You're on mute.
He can't stay healthy to save his life.
I don't think people were like this 15 years ago. I think this is the reverse side of this is we've made the sport so weak that you're seeing the people be so weak.
In season, not allowed to practice with pads and hit and stuff.
I believe in this, man. This is like if you don't play enough, then you get you're not as tough. So you're
there's a reason that boxers, part of their training is to have somebody beat the shit out of their abs. It's so that you get used to taking punches and you don't get injured, right? Like, wouldn't football be the same way? You got to get used to 100%.
I really like. It's reached a point where it's pretty fucking laughable with Drew Brown, and I think he's a good player when he plays. But it's like, dude, I can't really respect you too much, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, come on. Would you stub your toe? What happened? Right. This is the home of the huge tits parlay. You might have heard about that. Apparently this big party was offended by our huge tits parlay, 2 weeks ago. So we're still catering to them.
It's a small world when you've got unbelievable tits, right?
I didn't have the slides. My apologies. But we are the home of the huge tits parlay. Yay, 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 yay. Yay, tits, big ones, fake ones. It's the home of the huge tits parlay. And I have been building mine right now. Alouettes plus 6.5 at -105 on DK. The Stamps. Now, unfortunately, I did not get a point. It is at a pick on DK right now. -110. Part of my parlay there. Then the over on the Lions Argos game at -110 at 55.5. and then them Ottawa Red Blacks plus 165 on the money line. You throw $50 on this, you are taking home $939.27. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I got to ask you something. On your app that you're looking at there, are the Stamps minus 105 on the money line? Because if so, isn't that the better play?
They're minus 110 on the money line.
Oh, are they? My book has them at minus 105. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
No, I plan to cash my huge tits parlay, just like the guy in the chat earlier. So now it goes to you. No turn, J-Mark. We are the home of the huge tits parlay. Yay, 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 yay. Big fake tits. What are you doing here, buddy?
First of all, first touchdowns for that first game. You got to circle Jareth Stearns again. I mean, Claros has been finding him. He's at 15-1 again. I feel like you got to do that. So obviously been more of an expert in that, but to get to my huge tits parlay, speaking of Winnipeg, minus 6.5 going head to head with your tits. So I've got them in there. I have over 55.5 as well in that BC Toronto game. And then Calgary money line minus 105. Not as big as tits as yours. These are smaller to medium range, but serviceable. It's a little over 6 to 1.
Sorry, continue.
You're good. $50 pays you $355.79. So obviously only making a third of the cash, but I also only need 3 to hit instead of 4. I feel good about it.
All right, there we go. Smashed. Smash those plays right there. And shout out to Brad in the chat who cashed his huge tits parlays. Let's get to the DFS side of this because I did have a winning roster last week. Money. Top 10 finish. I believe 9th. I finished 9th. What'd you finish, by the way? You were up there.
It was one of the first times I didn't tell you, by the way. That always pisses me off, but I also think that probably is why you won. I dropped out after that last game. I mean, we had some guys pop off, so I didn't end up cashing money, even though I was pretty high up after that first game, but I also had a lot of players in it.
Yeah. Well, at the quarterback spot for me, I went to guy with Grey Cup pedigree. Nick Arbuckle at $10,600. BC's defense is foo-foo. Toronto's offense throws the hell out of the ball. And he's their leading rusher. You're getting a value play here. $10,600. Nick Arbuckle. Georgia State's, shout out to Georgia State football. What are you doing here?
I spent the cash on the team that's going to make Nick Arbuckle look silly, that's going to put up points because Toronto, their defense is foo-foo. They can't stop anybody, and that's Nathan Rourke. He's 11,200, so you got to spend a lot, but I think that he's going to put up a lot of points. He's averaging 25 per game, and he's coming off a 36.4 outing, so yeah, give me Nathan Rourke.
I thought about it just because of but he's too pricey. A lot of points in this game. A lot of points. But I'll stay on the BC Lions tip because I went with your boy, James Butler at the running back spot, 10,300. Toronto's defense is fucking horrible. So Butler, I know BC doesn't love to commit to the run, but he's good out the backfield too. So 10,300. Let's go. Did you roster James Butler?
I did not. Shout out to John Aravallo. Took down the main with Rourke and Hatcher stack last week. They were on fire for sure.
There we go.
No, I stuck with the same guy that I had last week that I told you, hey, sure, he's coming off of 0 carries for 0 yards, but he catches the shit out of the ball. This time he ran for 92 yards and a touchdown and still caught the shit out of the ball. 5 catches for 87 yards. And that's Justin Rankin. He's 9,400. I think he's the best back in the league right now.
All right. You know what? You sold me on this. You sold me on this. Let's go. Especially, I feel like they're going to have the ball the whole game because Dustin will not be able to move the sticks. All right. Receiver wise though. I I did you roster another running back? Because I did not.
No, I only had the one running back.
Receiver, I did listen to you on Jared Stearns last week. I did have him on my team too. 6,200. I still think it's a little bit of value there. I think it's because he's continuing to develop and grow within this system. Remember, he was not on the team a year ago. So Jared Stearns, 6,200. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll go with my highest price. That's a good play. I got to ask you once I get to my next guy if I should switch him with Stearns. But my highest price guy is stacked with Nathan Rourke. It's not Keon Hatcher, but it's Justin McInnes. I felt like they finally started getting on the same page a little bit more these past 2 weeks.
I got him too. I mean, they're throwing the hell out of the ball to him, even though he fumbled that last week. He's getting a lot of targets, so I think you have to. They have chemistry. I feel like that you can see.
Yeah, 100%. And I know Hatcher put up more points last week, but I think McInnes is going to be that more consistent guy.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let me jump to, so if you're following the Argo offensive situation, I believe what we have two guys. Coxey's injured, right? Coxey's out this week.
He's questionable, but I don't think he's going to play.
And there's another guy out too. Is it
DeVaris Daniels?
Yeah, Daniels, I think.
Yep.
So we are both confident on the over in this game. So I look at a stack. By the way, I'm going to give out two. I am going to go with Kevin Meidel. Meidel signs are all good. So let's roster him, and then let's stack with what I think will be. I'm assuming Coxey does not play, which obviously you got to monitor the situation there. From a target point of view, it would just be Brissett, but I don't have enough money. Actually, I don't have enough money for Brissett, so I was thinking maybe Janarian Grant, but man. Who do you think will be the next receiver that'll step up? Assuming Coxey doesn't play, who will be the third or the second wideout, depending on the situation? There is it.
Well, it's the guy that I put in my lineup, and that's Brissett. I think that Dejan Brissett has shown he had 20.9 points 2 weeks ago, 16.6 last week. That's off of 7 catches, 96 yards last week. I think Arbuckle likes looking his way, and they're going to continue to do so. He's at 5,800. So yeah, I got Brissett in my lineup.
So if I take Brissett, though, that means I got to switch something. How the hell do you have Brissett then? Who's your? You went with the cheapest defense, didn't you?
I didn't. I just have I have another value play for Toronto. I'm also a little nervous having two Toronto guys, but Jake Herslow stepped up last week, 38 yards off of 3 receptions. He also had a touchdown. So I like Herslow. And he's
wait, how the fuck do you have money for him?
He's only 4,200.
Wait, so you have him where I have Stearns, because we have a lot of the same guys.
So I've got Rourke. Well, how much did Butler cost you?
No, I switched the ranking. So I'm saying like Rourke is more expensive than Arbuckle. So how can I be sitting here with 3,400?
So I got Rourke, Rankin, McInnes, Brissett, and Herslow that I've given out, and I've got two other players.
Meidel would be the one, I think. Meidel and Stearns.
How much is Meidel?
Meidel is 6,500.
Okay. My other player is 6,600. I don't know. Maybe I got more salary cap this.
I'm like, what's going on? Something's not right here.
I ended with $0. So I don't know.
Okay. We'll give out those receivers as I try to navigate my roster into being able to get Brissett. I don't think I can.
Sorry, what'd you say?
To give out your final guy.
Oh, final guy. Well, yeah, he's the one that. Did you say Stearns was 68 or 64?
67, I think. Right? Did I say
okay.
That?
I can't afford him then. My final guy is Curly Gittens Jr. I had him last week against Toronto. He put up 5 receptions for 48 yards. I was a little disappointed in that, but he had double-digit points the past 2 weeks before that. He's 6,600. They go against Ottawa, who, unless it's a Darius Pickett, their defense has not been great. So I think that Edmonton will move the ball some. So, yeah, give me Curly Gittens Jr., the former Toronto Argonaut.
So I ended up going with DeVaris Daniels. All right.
Yeah.
Assuming it says he's good to go. So, okay. According to DK, monitor this stuff. But on the defensive side of the ball, I went with the Alouettes because that's all I could afford. I also think they are one of the better defenses in the league still. And Caleros with all those short balls, noodle arm. I smell an interception or two coming. What'd you do? You defensively? What'd you do?
Short ball noodle arm, a nickname nobody wants to have. I went on the opposite side of that game, the Bombers. I think they're going to watch this film on James Morgan and say, in tribute of Elise Corso, not so fast, my friend. And they're going to shut them down. I think Winnipeg's going to hold them to a few points and force turnovers. So yeah, give me the Bombers, $4,500. I picked them first because they were the most expensive defense. And I had to build around that. Somehow I have more money than you. I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand what's going on either. I'm like, wait a second.
They're letting me turn it in. So
fuck's going on out here? They're cooking the books for you.
Well, you finish top 10, then you lose some.
That's what happens. I'm like, wait a second. I have a cheaper quarterback. I should have more money available.
You should. I don't know what's going
on. Folks, that's our show. Give J Mark a follow on Twitter where he gives out his first touchdown props at JMark Football. 4 for 4 last week. Why are you not following him? Also, check out the Old Fashioned Football podcast and the UFL Gambling podcast. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Check out the college football experience, the FCS college football experience. We cover it all. We got live bullets this weekend. Can't wait. And check out the sports gambling podcast as well. The NASCAR gambling podcast. Shout out to Rod Villagomez. And youtube.com/@CFL gambling pod. Hit that subscribe button. Not enough subscriptions, right? Must have been, I think we lost some after I told that party to go fuck themselves, but that's okay. Looking forward to cashing these huge tits parlay and see you on the other side next week, folks. If you're in Vegas, hit us up. This is the CFL Gambling Podcast, home of the huge tits parlay, week 12 style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here. Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot. And you know what you're getting, 'cause the